Welcome to the final stand event of MIPIM 2010. My name is Eddie Smith. I'm Chief Executive of New East Manchester Limited. This afternoon I'm just going to give you a very brief overview of where East Manchester's come from and, more importantly, where we're going to over the next few years. And I'm going to hand over to Sir Howard at the end just to say a few words about some exciting news which some of you are aware of, obviously. And if we can just start of where is East Manchester, and so everybody's just got their bearings, and certainly for our guests who are not from the Manchester area. East Manchester lies to the east of the city centre. The area that the company covers is 1,900 hectares, and for those of you who like to walk from the train station to City of Manchester Stadium, it's a 20-minute walk, and for those of you who are really keen on their walking, it's a 30-minute walk from the city centre to Central Park. It's a place which is close to the city centre, though in many people's minds, some distance. In terms of what we've been trying to achieve in East Manchester over the last 10 years, we've been running a very consistent strategy in terms of the long-term regeneration of East Manchester. It's one that seeks to embed East Manchester fully within the city-region economy, one that seeks to rebuild the economic base, focusing on sectors which are critical to the city-region's development, one which is focused on the physical landscape, bringing forward iconic buildings, great design, good transport links, restructuring a housing market that's fit for people who are working in the city-region economy, and as Howard said this morning at the Manchester International event, a very strong emphasis on people, getting our local people who can work to work, and improving the education offer and the skills base at secondary and tertiary levels. In terms of achievements, over the first 8 years, we have clearly arrested the decline that beset the East Manchester area for the previous 50 years. We've put in a development platform which I think is unparalleled. As this slide indicates, in terms of commercial floor space, sporting infrastructure, connectivity, and education, we've made tremendous leaps. But as we all know, over the last 2 years, we have some very, very significant challenges. But I believe we actually have sustained critical momentum within East Manchester over the last 2 years. And when I was designing this slide just before we came out, I think it was only when we sat and did the numbers and we looked at what we've done over the last 12 months, we have made critical progress. Over 900,000 square foot of commercial space on the ground, spades in the ground, and as Ken Knott was saying just before I got on the stage, just to remind everybody, the biggest regional deal on Central Park with the two GMP facilities. 500 new homes built in a stagnant market. In fact, there will be 500 homes completed in East Manchester this year. And both the commercial and the residential developments have been critically underpinned by our partners, the City Council, the North West Development Agency, and the Homes and Communities Agency. And without their support to renegotiate, recut these deals, we would not have made the progress which we have over the last 12 months. In terms of our assets, we've got a number of pivotal assets which we are continuing to play with and to develop. Come on. Oh, sorry. I've just lost that one. So I'll focus on opportunities, sorry. In terms of looking forward, a number of opportunities are going to present themselves. Let's get this one right. There we go. Our focus is going to be on the Ashton line out of Piccadilly train station towards Sport City and through out to Clayton and to Droylsden. We're going to look at Holt Town, New Islington and Sport City, which we'll come on to in a moment. But a number of other critical assets are being developed, which we're bringing forward. We're continuing to work with the corridor in the south side of the city, working with Chris in Central Salford in terms of putting a next generation access broadband link. That link will connect through, hopefully, to Central Park, up to the Sharp project, and will again take us down through Alan Turing Way towards Central Park. We are making progress with the North West Development Agency in terms of bringing that proposition forward, but it's absolutely critical to the long-term future of East Manchester as a commercial and as a residential opportunity. One other opportunity has now presented itself, and we had hoped that Gary Cook would have been here today, and I've been noticing that on the blogs that there's been some speculation as to why Gary hasn't arrived here today, but I'd like to just say that the announcement that we made last Friday did attract the attention of a certain Prime Minister, who some of you will be aware is a bit of a football fan in between running the country, and as we speak right now, Gary is meeting the Prime Minister to discuss the proposals that were announced last Friday. And given my football allegiances, I think it's probably better that I hand over to somebody who is a lifelong fan of the football club to say a few words about what was announced last Friday, and to say what impacts we believe that this will have not only on East Manchester but actually the city region.